Luke Taylor here with your Whale Sports video update. There's a few things coming your way, sports fans, I want to make sure you guys knew about, so we're going to get to those today. First is the Mariners FanFest this weekend. If you haven't ever attended FanFest, you have no idea what it is, I'm about to fill you in. Every year, the Mariners, for the past 13 years, they've held what they call FanFest, usually in the last weekend of January, and it's a chance to meet players, run the bases, talk to the organizational leaders, and do all the things that you normally couldn't do if you're just a fan, if you're not someone who's wealthy, if you're not someone who's got some connections to the team. Well, that all takes place this weekend. That's January 29th and 30th in Safeco Field. That's down in Seattle. You will have to go to Seattle, but for $10 for adults, $5 for kids, you can get a chance to do all that stuff I mentioned and more. You can actually take a tour of the clubhouse, of the weight room. You can catch fly balls in the outfield. You can just play catch on the outfield grass. You can do all those things that you can't actually do as a fan, but you've always wanted to do. We can do them at Mariners FanFest. That takes place this weekend. Felix Hernandez will be there. Dustin Ackley. Former greats Jay Buhner, Dan Wilson are going to be there as well, and you can talk to all the GMs and the higher-ups to ask them about, hey, when's our team finally going to be good enough to go to the playoffs? Things like that, you can do it at Mariners FanFest this weekend. Now we'll turn our attention to the more local sporting events taking place this week, starting tomorrow, Wednesday. It'll be boys wrestling against Sehome. Last week was senior night, but the boys get one more home meet. They have a crossover against Sehome, so they'll get to host that. That's tomorrow at 7 in Williams Gymnasium. If you haven't checked out the wrestling program, you really need to do that. Head coach Jim McNally has been doing a great job getting those guys back on track. They did a fantastic job this past weekend at the Lynden tournament. Make sure you check them out. That's tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Then later in the week, of course, we've got girls and boys basketball against Lynden. Girls are on Thursday. Boys are on Friday, so remember that. Boys are away. We'll have to head up there to Lynden to bring you that one. Lynden's been reeling a little bit on the boys' side. They've lost 4 in a row after reaching as high as, I think, 6 in the state rankings, so they're going to fall out of the rankings, I'm sure, this week, but still a dangerous squad. And on the girls' side, they're ranked 5th, and they're probably going to head up when the latest state rankings come out because they are 8-1 in conference, and they're right behind the Anacortes Seahawks. That takes place on Thursday. Hey, and if you've got something coming up, maybe a Little League tryouts, or you're doing something with the little kids, or whatever it is locally, maybe even regionally, hey, drop me a line at ltaylor@1340thewhale.com. We'll try to get it on the air or get it on a video, maybe on Twitter or the Whale Sports blog. Try to get a little recognition, so if you've got something that you're pumping that's coming up, hey, feel free to email me. We'll see what we can do for you on this end. Don't forget to check out the Whale Sports blog at kwlethewhale.blogspot.com. We always got some sweet pictures or audio or video pumping on that. Make sure you check that out. But until later, that's all I got for you guys. With your Whale Sports video update, I'm Luke Taylor.